WCBI News at 6 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. A shooting in Bruce leaves a woman critically injured and a man on the run tonight. Police have spent the day trying to track down this suspect. WCBI's Quentin Smith is in Calhoun County following the developments. He joins us live. Quentin.
Andrea, this manhunt has been underway for hours now. Authorities are looking for Adrian Leon Golden of Pontotoc. Now, he's wanted in a shooting that took place earlier this morning in Bruce. It was on Highway 32 near Joe's Market. Now, Golden reportedly shot a female passenger who was riding with him twice. Now, he shot her the first time. She then jumped out of the vehicle. Then the vehicle crashed, and Golden got out of the vehicle, walked around, and shot her a second time. Now, Golden is described as being an African-American male and was last seen wearing blue shorts, gray shirt, and a red hoodie. If anyone knows Golden's whereabouts, you're asked to contact the Bruce Police Department or Calhoun County Sheriff's Department. But for now, reporting live in Calhoun County, Quentin Smith. Andrea, back to you.
All right, Quentin, thanks so much for that live report. One of the three men who escaped from the Prentiss County Jail has been captured just across the state line near Cherokee, Alabama. 53-year-old Mark Lindsay of Boonville was captured shortly before 2 p.m. David Glasgow of Ashland and John Michael Brown of Rienzi are both still on the run tonight. Law enforcement officials believe they are closing in on them, though. Authorities located the stolen truck they believe the men were riding in earlier today. They're using a helicopter, dogs, and personnel on foot in this search. Authorities reminding the public these men are considered dangerous. If you encounter the escapees, you are urged to call 911. Meanwhile, search efforts continue in Lee County today for the fourth passenger inside the SUV that crashed into Town Creek over the weekend. Our Jory Talley is joining us in the studio now with more on today's search efforts and what's coming next. Jory.
Andrea, 24-year-old Amber Smith is the only passenger whose body hasn't been found from the deadly crash. This morning's 5 to 6 mile search started on County Road 520 and wrapped up under a southbound lane bridge on Highway 45.
A road trip that started in Illinois with plans to end up in Florida took a deadly turn in Mississippi. The older model Tahoe was thrown in between two bridges, and Lee County Sheriff Jim Johnson says the depth from the bridge to the water was like hitting concrete.
You could actually see on the railing of the bridge where the vehicle slid along the railing for quite some time, teetering which way it was going to go, back on the road or go over the bridge. But, with the force and the speed variable and the weight factor, the centrifugal force took it over.
Once they identified 30-year-old Sean Haygood, 25-year-old Heather Urin, and 29-year-old Terrence Wedge Jr., their investigations led them to a fourth passenger.
They found this identification in the vehicle of this fourth person. When we contacted the police department and ran the information, it showed that they had been reported missing. And according to family members and people that knew them, they were all in the car together at 10 or 10:30 on Friday morning, leaving on this trip.
From their starting point, takes about 9 to 11 hours to get to where they crashed, leaving the sheriff to believe it happened between midnight and 6 a.m. on Saturday. Johnson says they're hoping the black box recovered from the SUV will give them the information they're looking for.
If we can get the exact time that they went over the bridge, calculate that with when we had the rain that would have raised the water, then we may can come up with some definite answer of the body should float at this particular point in the search or whatever. So, all this is critical whenever you're dealing with the unknown.
The terrain where they're searching is another challenge.
Do an overland search, you're searching in the water, searching the banks, so just the vegetation on the side of the banks, they're going along in water just ankle deep, and next thing you know it's 5 or 10 foot deep, so they're paddling. Next minute they're trying to push the boat along in some real shallow water. It's just the challenge of the actual terrain itself.
Johnson believes they'll find Smith at some point in time and will do whatever it takes to locate her body. The Tupelo Fire Department and Rescue Team, the Lee County Sheriff's Department, Mississippi Wildlife and Fisheries, along with several other agencies, are helping with the search. Andrea?
All right, Jory in the studio with that story. Time now for a first look at our forecast. We'll turn it over to meteorologist Jacob Dickey for that. Jacob?
Still watching some scattered showers and storms in our area. Some of them are fizzling out, but I think we'll keep the chance through the evening. Here's that one cell that was west of Starkville, brought some heavier downpours between Ackerman and Maben. It is all but fizzled out, but we still think we'll have some more pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the evening. We'll keep them in the forecast through the morning there. Storms do end late, though. We'll switch back to some patchy AM fog in the morning for your Friday morning commute as those temperatures get into the mid-60s tonight. Coming up, we'll talk about some more scattered storms on Friday as well as the weekend. We'll look at what drier weather is just around the corner.
Jacob, thanks a lot. With city elections less than a week away, some Columbus City Council candidates did a little last-minute campaigning today. Ward 5 incumbent Stephen Jones and his opponent, former firefighter Mark Ward, talked experience and vision at today's meeting of the Columbus Exchange Club. Both candidates say if elected, they plan to hit the ground running.
Help solve our crime issue as far as prevention and education in the schools with our children and after-school programs and the neighborhood watch programs. So I don't only come up with a problem, but I also have some solutions.
Well, just take a look around Ward 5. You can see the improvements of Ward 5, I think. And, you know, if they like the improvements that they see, then you go out and you make a decision based on that.
The general election is this coming Tuesday. A festival honoring Tupelo's favorite son begins tonight, and there is a new attraction this year. WCBI's Allie Martin is standing by live with more on that. Allie?
Thank you. We are here at a new event for Tupelo Elvis Festival. It's called Music at the Mill. Now, this is a new event for the festival, and it's also an opportunity. It's the first time that the public will be able to step inside this building and see how one man's vision is bringing new life back to a Tupelo landmark. For months now, workers have been transforming part of the old J.J. Rogers building into an event space. It is phase one of a multi-year project that will transform the 109,000 square foot facility into a multi-purpose development.
I wanted to say, can we have something in Tupelo where there is a venue space, there's a restaurant, there are other things that people can do and sort of make it into a community.
Attorney Greg Perkle bought the J.J. Rogers building in 2010. The building was constructed in 1901 as a cotton mill. He says the historic building and its many possibilities for development were big attractions. Along with the venue space, plans also call for a brewery, restaurant, coffee shop, a movie theater, bowling alley, and a boutique hotel. The age of the building presents several challenges.
When you buy an old building, it is a labor of love, and it is a very expensive labor of love. The electricity, the electrical wiring had to be removed. There was not significant plumbing. There was no heat and air, which is typical of an old building like this. So there's a lot of cost, there's a lot of thought that has to go into how to make this presentable and usable, but still maintain the integrity of the historic nature of the building.
To accomplish that goal, the original light fixtures are being used in the event center. Also, each window is crafted on site to be historically accurate. Perkle envisions the old cotton mill becoming a hub for the Mill Village area.
There are so many people who are buying properties, they're renovating homes. That's happening 2 streets over. It's happening just next to this building. We do a lot of things that can really go well with the things that are going on downtown. We feel like it's a wonderful opportunity to provide the people of Tupelo and all of Northeast Mississippi an alternative experience.
Perkle estimates all of the renovations will take about 5 years to complete. Performing, they will take the stage behind me in just a little bit, and then a wedding will take place here this weekend. They do have the air on, and that is a good thing. A lot of activity here at the old cotton mill as Elvis Fest 2017 is kicking off. For now, we're in Tupelo. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
A lot of excitement in Tupelo this evening. When we come back, a major sporting goods retailer is giving some lucky local kids a special preview of what's in store. We'll have that story when we come back.
You're watching WCBI's News at 6 with Andrea Self.
Welcome back. The new Academy Sports and Outdoors store in Starkville is getting ready to open, but one lucky bunch of kids got to do their shopping early. WCBI's Parker King goes along on the shopping spree of a lifetime.
It's the shopping spree that kids dream of.
I feel a little rich, a little tingly.
30 kids from the local Boys and Girls Club were selected to shop at the brand new Academy Sports in Starkville, each getting a $100 gift card to do whatever they want with in the store.
I'm excited that we were grateful enough just to be able to come here and be able to get $100 to spend on what you like or what you want.
It's part of the Give Back program for Academy Sports, where management selects a group of kids from the community and gives them a VIP experience just before the store opens.
Every evening before we do a grand opening, Academy reaches out to the community and does a give back event that we want to just bring in and embrace and say, hey, welcome to Academy. And we allow them to come in and we give them a $100 gift card and just let them go shopping and let them know that Academy Sports is in town and here to support the community.
Events like this don't come around very often, so the kids took full advantage of this experience.
Well, we normally don't get this opportunity, so it's pretty, I don't know how to put it, but it's great.
No, the WCBI crew did not get gift cards, but it was a fun time being able to shop a little bit with the kids.
No?
Blue.
Blue?
But like that.
But like that?
Lighter.
Lighter?
Like a baby blue.
Like a baby blue. Okay.
This is something that Academy has been doing for a while, and the reactions from the kids affect all of those who were involved.
I think I get more excited than they do, right? As I sat back there and you see them run through and everybody screaming, and I mean, I get truly excited. I mean, I grew up in Boys and Girls Clubs myself, and so seeing this and seeing the excitement on their faces, it's a tremendous lift for myself, as well as the team here that works inside this store.
An exchange of welcomes. Academy welcomes the kids of the area, and the area welcomes Academy. In Starkville, Parker King, WCBI News.
And the Starkville store set to have its grand opening for business tomorrow morning.
If you're heading up to the Elvis Festival this weekend, it will be stormy. We'll see the scattered storms on both Friday and on Saturday. Coming up, we'll talk about when the rain ends, and we'll take a look at some cooler, nicer weather.
Alert weather forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
We've been watching the scattered showers and storms through the day here. Still seeing some rain on the radar, perhaps some sprinkles coming into Starkville, as well as places along Interstate 55 towards Oxford and Water Valley. We're going to keep that chance for some scattered showers and storms through the evening. But right now in Columbus, we are sitting at 79. That dew point is at 74 degrees. That makes it feel very muggy outside. It's almost as if you are breathing in the water. It's like you're walking through a swimming pool there. Just so muggy out there. See those clouds that are hanging around too. That's been the story for much of the day with light variable winds. Temperatures right now, we are at 79 also in Amory, West Point at 73 in Louisville, Calhoun City at 75. A little bit cooler where some of that rain was on radar out in Winona at 71 and Kosciuszko at 72. Those dew points though are in the upper 60s and low 70s, and that is why it feels almost borderline miserable outside. 74 degree dew point in Columbus, 72 in Amory, 68 up in Tupelo. So it is air you can wear out there. Through the evening, we'll keep the chance for those scattered showers and storms through 11 p.m. or midnight. I think we'll wrap them up early tomorrow morning. See the temperatures getting into the low 70s. We'll be on our way to the 60s tonight under mostly cloudy skies, with again just a few showers through the evening here, as we can see, popping up until about 2 a.m. when I think we'll clear things up. Still, though, through the morning, we'll have to watch for some more fog to develop as our winds calm down. Could be a commute where we have to take a little extra time again in the morning, but we'll be back up into the 80s. 86 tomorrow is our high in Columbus. 87 in Amory, Hamilton at 84, Aliceville at 83. All of us under partly cloudy skies with the chance for showers and storms again as that front continues to give us the chance there. Through the weekend, then, we do open up the floodgates from the Gulf of Mexico, get some south winds to help bring in some more moisture. But this front here is going to bring a change for us into next week. This week, it's been all about those scattered showers and storms and the hot and muggy weather. Next week, though, we get some low 80s in here, drier air. It will be pleasant out there. Here's what I think is going to happen looking into the weekend. Again, Sunday will be our better chance for showers and storms as this cold front slides on through then. Behind it into Monday and Tuesday and even Wednesday specifically, we're going to get some pleasant air with some sunshine in here. It will feel really nice. Here's the outlook from the Climate Prediction Center showing that cooler air coming in. The darker colors mean that better chances for that cooler air coming into next week. And we can see that on our 7-day forecast as we get the temperatures after Monday to drop into the low 80s. The big difference will be, though, the dew points will be in the 60s, which will make that air feel pleasant outside. So it'll be an outdoors week next week.
Coming up, Cole Gordon and the Bulldogs 1 day away from their NCAA tournament opener versus South Alabama. More on Gordon and the Dogs live from Hattiesburg next.
WCDI Sports with Tom Ebel is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Go further.
1 day away until we're wheels down on the road to Omaha. Mississippi State spent the day preparing for its matchup against South Alabama. WCBI Sports Director Robbie Donahoe spent the day with the Diamond Dogs and is live from the Hub City with more. Robbie?
Good evening, Tom, and welcome you here to Hattiesburg. We've had to take a little bit of shelter because we've got sprinkles coming down here at Pete Taylor Park in Hattiesburg, but we hope the rain's going to hold off tomorrow. As you can see behind me, the tarp is out there trying to keep the infield clean and dry going into the games tomorrow and overnight. So we're going to hope that ends up being the case as we begin the Hattiesburg Regional tomorrow at 1 p.m. But Mississippi State got in their final practice here at the Pete as we got a chance to see the Bulldogs take some infield, go through some pop-ups into the outfield, take some cuts in the batting cage. The Bulldogs just look loose. They look confident. They got a decent run in the SEC tournament. Now you're starting to feel this MSU team start to build some confidence despite all the injuries and maybe a pitching staff that's lacking a tremendous depth. It's still a Bulldog baseball team that has tremendous power at the plate. When they throw strikes, as Andy Cannizzaro says, this is a team that can beat anyone in college baseball. And just for that fact, the Bulldogs think that they can run through this Hattiesburg Regional and have a chance to continue to road to Omaha. And they're going to be riding their hopes and confidence on Cole Gordon as he gets to start on the mound against South Alabama.
Cole has had some terrific outings this year. His last 4 or 5 outings this year have been phenomenal. He is a strike thrower. There's 3 pitches for strikes at all times. And he is probably one of the biggest competitors on our team. He is a guy that we have the utmost confidence in right now. He is going really well. And we're excited to give him the ball tomorrow. We know we're going to get his best effort.
Just fill it up early, fill it up often. We have a really good defense, and they're going to do their job. I'm confident in that. So if I can do what I need to do and just give them the ball, then we'll be in good hands. How else are you going to play besides lose? So the only way we have a chance to win is if we stay loose, and I think we're doing a really good job of staying in that kind of mentality.
I have all the confidence in the world in Cole Gordon tomorrow. First of all, he's thrown as well as anybody in the country has his past 2 or 3 times out, so we're really comfortable with him going to the mound and getting the ball. And then obviously our bullpen's been outstanding all year with Riley Self coming in behind him. Peyton Plumlee, guys like that are going to come in and do a really good job, do their job.
And the hopes for the Bulldogs is that Cole Gordon will give them a solid 6 to 7 innings going into tomorrow, and then Connor Pilkington will go against Southern Miss as long as the Bulldogs get the win over South Alabama. But again, it's all speculative, it's premature to see how this regional is going to play out. And for those of you around the New Hope area, you probably know South Alabama pretty well because their starting first baseman is Wells Davis. Yep, Wells Davis, a guy you probably know pretty well from his time playing with the Trojans. We'll get to see him play for the Jaguars coming up tomorrow. Again, the Bulldogs will play South Alabama Friday. First pitch time will be at 6 p.m. as long as the weather plays out as we hope it will, as the rain will hold off here at the Hattiesburg Regional. Coming up tonight at 10, we will have more with Mississippi State as they continue to build confidence towards this Hattiesburg Regional. We'll also catch up with Andy Cannizzaro. A pretty interesting story that his dad actually played here at Southern Miss at Pete Taylor Park. So it's a really neat, the entire Cannizzaro family coming full circle here at Southern Miss, and we'll have that story coming up for you tonight at 10 on WCBI Sports. Reporting here in Hattiesburg at Pete Taylor Park, Robbie Donahoe for WCBI Sports. Tom, let's toss back up to you in Columbus.
Thank you, Robbie. And really quick, the freaking Fast Friday USCS sprint car race coming up tomorrow. 2 ticket winners, Frank Blanchard from Aberdeen and Anthony Rogers from Tupelo. You're both winning free tickets to go check out the race tomorrow at Magnolia Motor Speedway. We'll have a last look at weather coming up next.
WCBI sports coverage of the NCAA baseball tournament Hattiesburg Regional is brought to you by Visit Columbus, the city that has it all, and OCH Regional Medical Center, advanced medicine, compassionate care.
We're looking at some scattered showers and storms through the weekend. I think the better chances come Saturday and Sunday. And we'll see some more Monday and perhaps some lingering ones Tuesday. But look at that nice weather Wednesday and Thursday. Double sunshine. I don't think we've seen that maybe since early May.
It's been a while, so now we're living for next Wednesday and Thursday
That's
instead
right,
of Friday. All right, that's the news at 6 o'clock. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening.